Well, hello, DP Crazy Lady. It is 1:20 p.m. It is the 28th. It is Sunday. It is July in 2024. I thought I would come on here real quick. This won't be a real long video. I just thought because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. But I wanted to come on and show you. I'm back on the Spangler right now. The Curl Up with a Good book that I started back on May 27th, and here we are a month later, and I'm still, fiddling around with it. It's a diamond shape. It's square. It's a 27.6 by 27.6 inches, 70 centimeter by 70 centimeter. There are 55 colors, and there is one AB. It is a Randall Spangler. So there it is. I wanted to show that I had used my square, ruler. The only issue I have with it, like when you're doing the rounds, it's every single drill, space. When you're doing it with a square, when you put it down, it only covers, a certain amount because, you have your lines and things. But look how even those are. And then as you add your other ones to it, it keeps them straight as well. So I do like it. It might seem a little more tedious, but I'll tell you, I like the idea that the drills are uniform, that they are, I don't have to maybe go in and out and straighten them up. So, and then you can just continue, as you go up, you line it up the best, whatever way, it works for you, you put it on, you do your next row if you want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like getting them started, and then they seem to fall in place pretty well. What color am I on right at the moment so I can look at this again? 48, okay. I'm on this one. So anyhow, first off, tomorrow's Liam's birthday. I threatened him all year, you'll be lucky if you make it to 2, and so tomorrow he'll be 2 years old, and I can't believe that 2 years have went by that fast. I mean, it's like he was a puppy, and he'll always be a puppy to me because he's so little, but I can't believe he'll be 2 years old already. It's like time gets away from everybody. It gets away from everybody. So happy birthday, Liam. I don't think I need to buy him anything or get him anything. He's got so many toys, so many treats in this house that I feel like I've raised a child, and toys scattered everywhere. And he still has his stuffed piñata that he carries to bed. He carries it around with him wherever he goes most of the time. He always has it when he goes to sleep, and he's had it for almost 2 years, and that's the only toy that he's had that, number one, still squeaks, and that I have done surgery on more times than I can remember, because the seams will come loose, or he's tore out a hunk somewhere, when he was younger, and now he'll grab it and shake it around and, squeak it, but That's the extent of it now. He doesn't do a lot of chewing on it and, you know, teething it to death. So it's holding up pretty good. The other thing I wanted to talk about I thought was really dumb in our area. Now, it's not in my town. It's the town I was born in, but this didn't occur in my town where I'm living now. But I had mentioned before about our drive-ins, and we have one that's 51 years old or something like that. They're celebrating their 50th year or 51st year of still being a family-owned and operated drive-in. And I told you they charge a fortune now to get in. But anyhow, I noticed in the paper, and I don't buy the physical paper, I see it online, they got their liquor license. They got a liquor license to start selling alcohol. I don't know if it's just beer or if it's beer and mixed drinks. I have no idea. Probably just beer. And I saw that on Friday that they had obtained it, and if you wanted to buy liquor at the drive-in, you bought it on the outside of the patio, not inside. And one of their reasoning to have it was, hey, you know, people sneak into the drive-in all the time with, you know, beer, which I never have, never did, never wanted to. But anyhow, that was one of their reasonings. And I saw it on Facebook too, where someone was saying, hey, you know, here they are, you know, perfect example of, you know, drinking and driving. Other people said, oh, well, just like coming home from the bar, you do it. Well, that doesn't mean it's right. You know, you don't drink and drive. I'm sorry. You just don't do it. I've seen too many things happen that way. But anyway, so I said, you know, oh, fine. Go to a drive-in, 2.5 to 3 hours at a drive-in. Have yourself, you know, 2 or 3 beers, and as soon as you leave the drive-in, you're already over the legal limit. You're already over the state required legal limit. So whether you are swerving or whatever, I said wait until the cops in that town line up outside along that road where the drive-in is, which is a main thoroughfare, one of the main thoroughfares, 2 other plazas and everything else, and they start hauling your butts in, you know, or pulling you over for, you know, they'll check you, see if you're drinking and driving, you know, good. So the drive-in was open Friday, Saturday, and I know they're, in the summer they're open every day. Friday and Saturday go by, and what do I see today in Sunday news? Cops lined up along the road. I don't need to mention the road, but lined up along the road. Don't know how many police there were. They pulled over 223 vehicles. Now and in a 2-hour period. Now you know they were coming out of that drive-in. You figure, they said out of the 223, 4 were OVI, and 1 or 2 were sent to jail. Okay, arrested. The other, I don't know what went on. But that means that if I went to that drive-in, I've never been pulled over in my entire time of driving a car. And I'm, like I said, I'm 72, been driving since I was 15 and a half. I've never been pulled over for anything. Nothing. not even a safety inspection, nothing. So I'm going to come out of a drive-in that I am not drinking, you know, and my time of 2-hour delay or whatever it is going to be wasted because the drive-in is selling alcohol and the cops know it, and it's an easy pick. You know, they already line up, you know, sometimes around bars and everything because they know people are going to, you know, come out, you know, out of a bar. Yeah, that's a given. But you're coming out of a drive-in. You know, if you've got your kids with you and say you weren't drinking at that drive-in, and you get, you know, lights flashing, you get pulled over, I mean, that could terrify the kids. For what reason? You know, all because the drive-in decides, hey, let's make a profit. You know, we'll sell booze. You know, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. And it's not my age. You know, I just don't think it's right to be selling alcohol at a drive-in. Pretty soon, it'll happen. You're selling alcohol at the drive-in. The cops are going to be called in because somebody's causing a disturbance. Somebody got drunk and, you know, got in a fight with the person next to him. And being that Ohio allows you to carry weapons, you know, here we go. Because they were trying to pass it where you can wear, you know, have a gun carry right in a bar. Oh, good. Give them another reason to, you know, get in a hassle. I'm sorry, but, you know, drinking at a drive-in, you know, maybe it might have been a thing back in the 50s, 60s, I don't know. Like I said, I never did. So, yeah, I'm sure, you know, people sneak in a little booze. Me, the worst thing I ever snuck into a drive-in was, you know, either myself or, you know, my own can of soda or my own little bag of chips or popcorn because it's too expensive. So, there you go. So I'm waiting to see what, you know, the rest of this week pans out to be. I mean, it wasn't just one or two cop cars. It was several cop cars that pulled, you know, just waited for people to pop on out. And there you go. I mean, I don't know if that's considered entrapment. I wouldn't say so. They know they're in there drinking. You know you're in there drinking. So you're taking the chance of, you know, getting caught. So I'm looking for a number here, number 38. So I haven't gotten to my carpet. I know I should have. It was so hot yesterday. It was in the 90s. And I had the AC on, but I was still sweating. I said, no. I worked on that other diamond painting of the cat on the stack of books a little bit. But I still sat here and was sweating. So I just, you know, chilled back, enjoyed whatever TV and stuff. I do want to try to, when my grass still needs mowed, but today it's in the high 80s, and I guess it's going to be like that for the next 2 or 3 days. So what I want to do, though, when the temperature drops toward the evening, is go out to my shed, and I have lights in there. But I want to go out to my shed and at least try and pull in one. Whoops, wrong color. What am I doing? Pull in 1 or 2 boxes of my depression wear and my collectible items and try to get them in here so I have something to show you all. Plus, I want to bring them in. I want to get them washed. I want to display them. So I'm going to try and do that. There's no guarantee it's going to happen, but I'm going to try it. So, let's see, like I said, there's not a whole lot else going on. I have a piece of roast in the in my crock pot this time, and I've been cooking it since about 4 a.m. I had it on low for so many odd hours, and now I have it on high for a couple more hours, 2 or 3 hours, and I'm going to, I'd already put barbecue sauce in it and let it cook, so I'm going to make barbecue beef wraps. So that's what we'll have for dinner today. Yesterday I didn't want to cook. It was so hot that my daughter and I, we got a Little Caesars pizza. Shouldn't have ate it, but I was not going to stand over in that kitchen and do anything. This darn glue dot is not sticking. I don't know if it caught dirt or what. I'm going to have to change it eventually. You know, so that's what I ate yesterday and shouldn't have, and that's why today we're just going to have wraps. So, I am, you know, I don't mind working on this one, but I'm not as enthusiastic about it as I was when I first started, mainly because I have so many smaller ones that need to be done. So I figure there is no rush on this. I'll get it together as, you know, as it goes. I might do one little panel, you know, every other day or so, or when I feel like it. That's why I'm doing a little bit right now. Feel a little guilty that it's kind of just sitting, but I'd rather work on my smaller ones because I can get them done now. I see them done, you know, and I can play catch up with the smaller ones and the ones I have hanging in my closet that I got from either New Day Craft or New Craft Day and from GBFKE. I have them in there. I've got to get to them. Mainly because they're hanging in there, and I picked them because I wanted them, and I would like to diamond paint them, and I'm going to do it. Like I said too, I have to pick out a gnome to do for September, and I just haven't looked in my book yet, in my portfolio, because that has all my gnomes, and I'll pick one and get to it. But I hope everybody's weekend has been pleasant. Like I said, if it's winter where you are, or if it's colder where you are, please stay warm. If it's hot, oh gosh, please stay cool. You know, don't venture out unless you absolutely have to. If you have AC, turn it on. You know, not worth roasting to death in your own home. So I think that's, well, I have to call my mom. I was going to call her tonight and see if she wanted to go grocery shopping next week. Not sure if some months she says no, she's got enough. Other months it's like, yeah, we'll go. Last month she didn't buy a whole lot. So if she didn't buy a lot last month, I suspect maybe she may want to go now, you know, go this time. So, well, I guess I'm going to get clear of here and see what else, you know, I can get into. Thank goodness, like I said, I don't have to stand in the kitchen and cook. It's been cooking in the crock pot. Yes, having my coffee. Sorry. Well, I think that's the end of the conversation. I wish I had some other things to talk about. That's why I plan on trying to bring in the depression wear, and maybe we can get nostalgic, and some of you who are either my age or close to it, and you can talk about what you remember growing up. A lot of things are changing so fast. I mean, like I said, time goes by so fast you don't realize it until you all of a sudden go, hey, geez, what's behind me? 20 years, 30 years. It's like, you see some of your actors or TV personalities you watched for years, and you haven't seen them for a while, but you still watch, some of the older series, and then all of a sudden they pop up, in a video, or Lord help me, they pass away, and you look at them and you go, oh my gosh, you're so used to seeing them a certain way, and they don't look that way anymore. So you don't realize how much time has zipped by. At least I don't. A lot of the times I don't. So, well, I am going to get off here. If you can see how straight these look, I hope, you can. This is just a shorter one that I had gotten from GBFKE. And I don't mind the shorter one since I'm only doing smaller sections. And this works for me. You may feel like you're doing double the work because you're putting them down. And like I said, when I go to peel them up, I use this to push it down, because when I pulled this up, after I pushed all them down, only one of these drills stuck in this ruler. I didn't even notice it as I was peeling it up. But I do notice that you use this when you go across this, and you can still hear some of them crunching in, that they're snapping down. So I use the square one too. I wanted to attempt it, see how it works, and keeps them straight. I'm not having to piddle around with them afterwards. They're still, still straight. So, well, DP Crazy Lady's gonna sit here and relax. I've got a backache. I took ibuprofen, and it's still sore. So y'all have a good one. Love you all. I'll try to get back on here tomorrow. End of the month is approaching quickly, and we're heading into the 1st of August, and before you know it, the kids are going to be back at school. I won't hear them yelling and screaming out here anymore, which is fine, but sometimes they scream and you think somebody's, in trouble, and they're not. So, hugs to you all. I will get back with you, like I said, try to get back tomorrow. Love you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for commenting. Hugs to you all. DP Crazy Lady, I'm out.